Hi everyone, Tom here with a quick Carpoon Devlog update. It's been a long time since I've done one of these, but because I looked back and the Autoworks level before had blue walls in kind of a prototyping stage, but now all the wall art is done. I think I've shown this on Twitter, but not in a YouTube update. And yeah, I never really want to draw a wall again for a while. I made them a bit too detailed compared to Parking Panic, but that's okay. I like how they look. Special thanks to Yerk, as usual, for suggesting this factory be in part of a connected world and could be part of in the volcano in Volcarnage Island. That really helped me visualize it. You see the bottom there with kind of the rock that is built on. I love drawing this waterfall, kind of a point of no return trap in the level, and I used a few shaders on that to get it going. You see here these curved conveyor belts. That was something I felt was needed for the Waves co-op mode. Basically, when the cars drop in, they can go around the level, and they can start off without googly eyes, and you can drag them to those googly eyes there to get more points to them later. We gotta get another wave in here, or I'll run out of time. Of course, I can just do that and cheat. Something I wanted to point out though, I used to love making everything from scratch. Like, everything. And maybe to this day I still do that too much. But games take a lot of time. It's good to maybe, I'm not going to say cut corners, but save time when you can, because you don't always have to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes it's done. So I knew about Past from Volcarnage Island, having figured that out in GameMaker. So I was lucked out and I found a script that allows sprites to be drawn along the path. And sometimes with these scripts, they're pretty intimidating. This one had a lot of triangles being drawn, but fortunately I was able to modify it enough to get the sprites moving for conveyor belt effect. And I would just suggest sometimes, if you know the solution that you have to do for something like a conveyor belt, or even over here, that container movement is a script I found where it's kind of swaying side to side, and take a look to save you some time, because I was thinking maybe it was going to take 2 months, and fortunately I got it done in under a week. Based off previous experience adding things like this in the Carpoon. Another thing that helped progress go quicker was that I started using Yellow Afterlife's GameMaker Live. It's pretty handy where you can do real-time updates on the fly. If I go to GameMaker here, I can change this path like this, save it, and if I go over, it's different now. That way, it would have taken a long time to get this pass to be exact. Without that, a lot of trial and error, recompiling Carpoon. So that's something that's just well worth the $30. It's on itch.io. I'll put a link in the description for it if you are using GameMaker. These claws, they're still kind of prototypey. They're just pulled from Volcarnage Island. Let's see if I can even get this guy. And but they are needed because the players, if you drop them in lava, it is possible just to drive out of the lava, so we kind of needed something for that. For a while with Carpoon, I was wondering if I could ever finish the game. It kind of seemed impossible. So I decided I kind of had to lower the scope a bit. There's not going to be the monster truck boss in the 1.0 release, even though Matthew did the awesome music for it, and I've had some of the sprites done. It just helps me really focus on finishing the game. And after the Autoworks though, it feels like the light is at the end of the tunnel. It could be famous last words, but there'll only be different things like remappable controls, splitting the volume from music and sound effects to have those controls different. Different player feedback that I've taken note of and want to get to after this Autoworks level, and possibly finishing off Steam achievements, maybe get around 10 of those in the game. So that's about it. I hope you take a lesson not to make things from scratch. We are making games, and also that, yeah, Carpoon's had a lot of progress recently. Pretty happy with how this level's turning out. Thank you so much for taking interest in my game, and if we're going to be doing more beta testing soon, or we'll just do Steam remote play over Discord. So if you're interested, we have a link to the Discord down in the description below. That's probably going to be happening more later this year. And of course, in Making a Game 2, we have lots of game creators in there that talk about different feedback and stuff or suggestions. But with that, thanks so much. I'm going to finish this now before jet lag hits. Goodbye.